minimize the. Good morning, everybody. Am I audible? Good morning. Anyone can confirm? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. We can hear you properly.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Savik. So I welcome you all to this live session, and I hope you have been enjoying the course. Um, although the required material has been shared with you, but still you may have queries related to different sections of the course. So this particular session has been planned so that you can put your questions in real time and we can talk to each other and can share our knowledge. So I welcome you. If you have any specific queries, please come to me one by one.
Sir, I have a particular question
Yes,
about the
yes.
exam that we have to appear to
Okay.
get the certificate.
Yes.
Can I ask it?
Yeah, please go ahead.
So, sir, what kind of question will be there? Like, do we have to appear for objective type or MCQ type? That my question. That is my question.
Yeah, questions will be yes, objective type only, and mostly in MCQ mode.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
That means the assignment that we have already done for each week, that kind of question will be there, and we have to
Yes,
select the
yes.
correct answer.
Yeah, it will be very much similar to that. Yes.
Okay. And so the date that is given, I think November 2nd or something like that, the
Yes, 2nd
examination
November.
date.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it fixed or we will get
Yeah,
intimation for
from our
that?
side, it is fixed. If there is any specific reason in the last moment to change it, it might change. Otherwise, it is more or less fixed.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Sabik, any query related to the content of the course?
Yes, I will ask some question, but like I have written it. I just need to figure it out. Then I will ask.
Okay, okay, no issue. So, any other friend who has, and you can, I'll appreciate if you can switch on your video as well. Because till now you have been going through recorded lectures. So, we'll find this opportunity to talk to each other face to face as well. So, anybody, if you have any queries, yeah, Savik, so good to see you.
Same to you, sir. Actually, we have already seen you in the classes.
Yes. Vishnu, if you have any questions, please, you can unmute yourself, please.
Sir, I had queries about examinations, but sir, earlier that it has been cleared, sir, the examination would be in objective mode.
Okay, okay. Anything related to the course content? Yes. If anything in particular? Or there was one query from somebody regarding the research gap. So, friends, let's understand it this way that Indian diaspora is one topic that is always alive because there are always new developments. So, even now, you will find that um, the relationship between India and US of late has been a concern. And there are events that lead us to think, or rather rethink, how our soft power is effective or non-effective. Fine. So during this discussion, I had said that Indian diaspora provides that much needed soft power to our nation. Fine. And helps us in a big way in our foreign policy. So if India intends to stamp its authority or impact on the global economy, obviously, our diasporic community plays a key role in that. Fine. So when we talk about gap, we cannot go for such generalized topics alone. Within that, we can assess how our soft power has yielded in a particular situation. Let's say we always talk about America, but we can talk about other countries as well because the Indian diaspora is spread across the world. Fine. And again, the Indian diaspora is not one unified whole. We always tend to make generalizations. But let me tell you that the experiences may be experiences of a community, experiences in a particular country or particular part of the world, or it can be individual experiences as well. So, if we talk about Indian diaspora, we cannot really ignore these, nuances. Fine. So the diasporic experience of people from North in US will be different from the people from South. Likewise, Indian diaspora is spread across the world. Fine. So we talk about old diaspora and new diaspora as well. So old diaspora, which was a forced kind of a diaspora, like we talked about indentured, you know, indentured diaspora. People were taken to the Caribbean islands, they were taken to Fiji, Mauritius, Suriname, and such parts of the world. And that happened mostly in the 19th century and early part of 20th century. So, if you study them, you will realize that how these people have settled in those countries and how under what circumstances they have developed. Why? Because initially they had lot of problems, um, because they were subjected to lot of tyranny, lot of exploitation, and were left to fend for themselves in alien circumstances. But now, if you look at them, you will find that they are one of the most development oriented communities. So, I was in Fiji and I was talking to Fijian Indians, and I found that most of them are now prosperous. And you will be very happy to know that Fijian dollar is something equivalent to 42 43 rupees. So I mean the Fijian economy is really very strong. But then what was still concerning was that when they said that they still don't have complete possession of their lands. They're not treated as the native citizens with all citizen rights. So the lands belong to the Aboriginal people, the colored people. And Indian people, are leased out those lands, maybe for 99 years, and they treat it as their own land. But then this was something which was really, revealing to me. So, you know, we find that a lot of scholars have explored this recent diaspora, the diaspora post 1950s, especially in the developed countries like US, UK, and Europe. but then there is a need, and still there is lot of scope for researching in the area of colonial diaspora. Fine. And if you are studying this post-colonial diaspora, then also there are a lot of topics that are there to explore. As I said, one may be comparing the Indian diaspora in different parts of the world. Let's say Indian diaspora in England and Indian diaspora in Germany, or Indian diaspora in the Middle East and Indian diaspora in South Africa. So that can also be one of the topics for researching. And again, we need not to look at Indian diaspora only in terms of remittances. We also need to look beyond remittances, because Indian diaspora is not all about sending money back home. They are contributing significantly in other aspects as well. So, our science and technology, our education sector, you know, that can also be a very interesting study um, to find out in which particular area the Indians have made their distinctive mark across the world, and which of the areas are uh, relatively less explored, or give us chances to add to our existing understanding of Indian diasporic dynamics. Fine. So, culturally as well, on the cultural front as well, we can look for the cultural exchanges, how cultural exchanges are taking place historically, and how technology has been a wonderful tool for connecting the, Indian diasporic communities across the world with Indian communities back home. So that may also be another area. Um, One more area, like whenever we talk about diaspora, we talk about identity. Identity question is of paramount importance to us. Let me tell you that identity is ever evolving and changing. So it does not really end at a particular point in time. So you can look at the evolving reality of diaspora identity. We talk about the Indians making it big in the US, Silicon Valley, Indians making it big in other parts of the world as well, but then that is half truth. We also need to look beyond certain such enlightened individuals like Sundar Pichai and others. And we need to look at the diaspora in mass, how the common diasporic people, how they are shaping their lives, what struggles they have to face, and what kind of discriminations or acceptance they experience on almost daily basis. And again, we can also look at our own policies and initiatives by Government of India that are in place to provide better connectivity and better emotional connect to our diasporic communities. So there are a lot of areas. You can go for cultural researches, you can go for economic researches, you can go for policy related researches. So there are a lot of areas that are still unexplored. So we need to think that diaspora is an evolving field of study, and is always relevant, giving us newer, uh, pastures to really, explore. So this is about the research gap. Friends, I'll be very happy if you have some specific questions. Yes, Gaurav, Neelam, Ramakrishnan, Ashish, yeah, Vishnu.
Sir, can you please explain us the part in which you have already discussed that mimicry? Like, I actually want to know why mimicry is important. Like, in different places, different people are going, they are introducing themselves in that area, but why do they need to use the process of mimicry to settle themselves? They can use their own identity as well, but why
Yes,
they need to
yes.
do?
Let me tell you one thing. Before we develop our own style, we mimic somebody else's style. You can talk about the cricketers. You'll find that before a cricketer develops his own style or her own style, they have some role models. That is true of other walks of life as well. Like you might have heard about Mukesh, the legendary singer. So Mukesh ji was given his first break, uh, and he was singing, and he tried to copy KL Sagal, and then he was slapped by his music director, saying that we already have KL Sagal, so we don't need somebody to mimic him. You develop your own style and sing in your original voice. You can talk about Kumar Sanu. Kumar Sanu, before being identified as a distinctive singer with his own style, was looked at as a copy of Kishore Kumar. So mimicry, is the first step actually. First, we try to mimic them, and that is also a mode of resistance. It's not that we are mimicking them uh, because we still feel enslaved. We mimic them also because mimicking makes them realize what they have imposed on us. Fine. So
Yes, sir.
mimicry is one of the concepts of post-colonial criticism that also refers to the post-colonial subjects' resistance to colonial masters and colonial customs. Okay, got it, Savik? Am I able
Okay,
to
sir,
make it?
understood.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
So that means they are thinking of the place that they are going. The people are in like higher position than them. That's why they are feeling the need to mimic them so that they can have the same spot or place like them.
Uh, You can say partly, but not fully. It's a mode of resistance actually.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Uh, but then the thing is, you cannot live like you live in India in the US. So sometimes it becomes imperative, given their climatic conditions, their cultures, traditions, and everything. So in order to, find a space, also you do that. Fine. You
Okay,
cannot
sir.
be dhoti clad or, clad in Indian attire and live in America because of their extreme weather conditions. That is first thing. And second thing, you can be easily spotted actually. Fine. So,
Yes, sir.
I mean, that is also at the back of your mind. But this is also true that with the best of your efforts, you can still not mimic them to an extent that you will be taken to be natives. You can still
Of
be
course.
othered and distinguished. Fine?
Yes, sir. Because
Yeah.
of the some factors that can't be changed,
Yes.
like the color of skin, like the way someone talks, that can't be changed.
No, I mean, that can't be changed, and there are places where you are expected to go the way you like.
Okay, sir.
Like
Yes.
US is much more welcoming that way compared to, let's say, some of the countries that are racist or less tolerant of this multiculturalism. Okay.
Okay, sir. So
Yes.
you have visited different places, like already you have told us in our classes. You have visited like a lot of places, but have you ever thought that you are being placed in some other position by them? You are being cornered by them. Have you ever felt that
I never
being an Indian?
realized that apparently because my visits were mostly short and I didn't really mix up with the common people. You know, you may realize it only if you spend more time and live amongst them. But we, visited as elite, elite researchers and mostly came across, enlightened people. And they also tried to put their best feet forward. So that's why, I did not realize it apparently that I'm being othered or discriminated. But that
Okay,
will
sir.
happen if you stay there for a longer period of time amongst them. You challenge them with their job. You try to change some part of their culture. Then the real intent will come out. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If you already know that this person has come just for a temporary visit and will go back and will not impact us in a big way, then you don't feel intimidated because that is also a rear guard kind of action. Fine.
Yes, sir.
So the proportion of your reaction is very much in relation to what you are anticipating. The more trouble or more challenge you anticipate from somebody, that results in more resistance. Fine. So since I never had uh, posed any challenges to them, so they never showed that. Even if they may be having, they never showed it, that discriminatory attitude or anything negative. Fine. Sorry.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Yeah. Hina, Neelam, Sudha, Gaurav, Ramakrishnan, if you have any queries, please.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, Vishnu.
Sir, how you see that post-colonial diaspora and diaspora studies intersect in modern literature?
Um, Diaspora studies, when we talk about Vishnu, as I said a little while ago, in India, unfortunately, when we talk about diaspora studies, we talk about post colonial diaspora only. But there was also a need, a very strong need, to have a foundational understanding of diaspora. And so, for that purpose, pre colonial diaspora or colonial diaspora was also very important. Fine. So, if we talk about the contemporary diasporic studies, they are all post colonial studies and they show all our contemporary concerns. Fine. So, we study the writers who are writing in contemporary times and they are talking about that evolving diaspora and the changing diaspora. As I said, the reality changes, and with the reality, our experience of that reality also changes. So while technology has made certain things easier, it has also thrown many new challenges. Fine. So the contemporary diaspora is part of our post colonial project, and the diasporic communities are doing everything possible to assert themselves, to make themselves stronger forces, and the soft power that they provide is responsible for the growing stature of our country across the globe. Fine. Yeah. Yeah. Any other question, please?
Sir,
Hina,
I
yes.
have also
Hina, can
a
you can you
question.
switch on your video?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir,
Yeah.
I have also a questions about the importance of Indian fiction diaspora and how is it useful for our daily life uses.
Okay. See, when we talk about any literature, literature reflects the reality of life. Fine.
Yes, sir.
So maybe when we talk about diasporic fiction, it is the fictionalized version of the experiences of people who have crossed borders. Fine. Now,
Yes, sir.
now there is also a term called in diaspora. That in diaspora is internal diaspora.
Yes,
So
sir.
you need to understand one thing, that human life is always on the move. We are moving from one place to another. Fine. So
Yes, sir.
when we move from our familiar setting to an unfamiliar setting, we experience lot of things that are similar to the experiences of diasporic people. Let's say you move from some village in Bihar to Delhi, you will find that Delhi is completely different from your place. Fine.
Yes, sir.
And there
Yes,
are
sir.
people, it's a cosmopolitan center, so there will be people from different parts of the country. Fine.
Yes,
So
sir.
there you will face lot of challenges in interacting with those people, in surviving there. Fine.
Yes, sir.
You might also experience some kind of culture shock as well, because the people may be behaving differently from your place. Fine. So
Yes, sir.
when you go through any piece of literature, it gives you some lessons in life. So diasporic fiction is not only about the experiences of people who have gone to other countries, it also talks about the experiences of people who have migrated from their own familiar surrounding to another surrounding within the country, which is different for them, and all the survival strategies they adopted in order to exist. Fine, Ina?
Yes, sir.
Am I able to explain it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, Ramakrishna, you have left some question. Let me see. Yes, please tell about the available opportunities to do research on the expatriate literature. Okay. No, I mean, available opportunities means you can do research on expatriate literature from any uh, university in this country, including IITs. Like, I guide research in this particular area because this is my research area. Fine. And I know a lot of people, who have been guiding researches in expatriate literature, or you know, diasporic literature. Fine. So even outside Indian institutes of technology, you can go to any university. As I said, diaspora is one of the most popular research topics for the last 2 decades or so. And as I said, it is never saturated. It is ever evolving. So, there are a lot of scopes and there are a lot of gaps that you can fill through your research. Have I answered your query, Ramakrishna? Ramakrishnan? Yeah. Anybody else? Gaurav, if you have any question, Gaurav Singh or Neelam Nag, Neelam?
Sir, one more or questions.
Yes.
In Indian fiction diaspora, the authors you will describe is important for us.
Yes. Why? It is important to anybody. Anybody interested in literature. As I said,
Yes,
this
sir.
talks about life experiences. Fine.
Yes, sir.
So you will any experience that way is valuable. That teaches you the skills of life, the
Yes,
skills
sir.
of survival. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Because there are certain truths that are applicable to life in all circumstances. Like everybody faces some difficult situation and there is flight or fight, situation. So if your life presents one such situation, what would you do? Would you fight or would you, uh, run away from them? So that is what is there, you know.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
So you don't have to look at it just as a course that will give you a certificate. You can also look at it from the perspectives of life learning. Fine. Yeah. Anybody else who has any other question? Sudha?
Sir, I have one more question,
Vishnu.
sir.
Yes, please.
Like that, sir, in present scenario, sir, what kind of trend are going on in diaspora study, where we need to research on specific areas?
As I explained, you can research on the impact of diaspora as a soft power. Fine. We always talk about diaspora being soft power. Soft power means they are, helping India grow. They are creating impact for India. Fine. So in US, you ask anybody and they will say that Indians are one of the best workers. Indians are one of the best technical brains. Fine. So, and Indians are making steady rise by contributing to their economy. And as a result, the Indian community is in a position where they can even impact the policies and policy changes in America. If Trump is creating this kind of a situation for Indians right now, see what will happen. Who will force Trump to, take a backward step and act in accordance with uh, Indian aspirations? It will be our diasporic community. So, influential diasporic community will force the US government to, you know, take its stringent measures back against the Indians or Indian community which they have taken of late. Fine. So that can be one of the areas. Then, as I suggested, you can make comparison of Indian diaspora uh, from one part of the globe to another part of the globe. Let's say the Indian diaspora in the Middle East and Indian diaspora in America, or Indian diaspora in South Africa and Indian diaspora in Europe. Fine. You can also study the policies framed by government of India to provide best opportunity to connect with India, and how those policies are yielding results, and how our diasporic communities are feeling connected with our nation, and how these exchanges are resulting in a win-win situation for both of them. Fine. So there are a lot of things, you can also talk about the growing cultural influence of Indian through diasporic cultural practices. Indian food going global, some of the Indian festivals going global. Fine. So you can study all these. They're all, and as I said, you can talk about the evolving and changing diasporic identity. This is also not something that is fixed. Fine. Vishnu? Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Hina, you wanted to ask something more?
Yes, sir. Sir, last one more questions. Or sir, Indian diaspora uh, is yes, sir. Diaspora is
Yes, please.
sir. Indian diasporas फिक्शन ये डेली यूजेस के लिए हम ये लिटरेचर में कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं, या फिर
अच्छा, डेली यूजेस के लिए बेटा ऐसा है, जैसे मैंने कहा आपको कि आप उनमें जो अनुभव जिनकी बात की जाती है, ठीक है, जैसे मान लो आपने चित्रा बनर्जी दिवाकरनी के एक नॉवेल की बात की कि किस तरह से जो इंडियन वीमेन हैं शादी करके, मान लो डायस्पोरा में लोग उनको विदेश ले गए, और वहां पे जाने के बाद भी उनको वो लोग घर में कैद करके रखना चाहते नहीं थे कि वो बाहर निकलें, एक्सपोजर हो, कुछ वो करना चाहती हैं तो करें। तो फिर उन्होंने क्या किया, वो धीरे धीरे अपने को उन्होंने एम्पावर किया, और एम्पावर करके उन्होंने अपने आप को इकोनॉमिकली इंडिपेंडेंट बनाया। ठीक है। तो अगर डेली लाइफ की बात आप करें तो डेली लाइफ में जैसे हमने कहा आपके पास चैलेंजेस होती हैं डेली। इस तरह की चैलेंजेस अगर आपकी लाइफ में इंडिया में आती हैं, जहां आप कैपेबल हैं, पढ़ी लिखी हैं और कुछ करना चाहती हैं, और आपको करने नहीं दिया जाता है, तो आप कैसे अपने आप को एसर्ट करेंगी, किस तरह से अपने आप को एम्पावर करेंगी। ठीक है। तो डेली लाइफ में इसका जो यूज है वो यही है कि अगर लाइफ में ऐसी चुनौतियां आती हैं जहां आप उनको उनका सामना नहीं कर पाते हैं, तो कैसे उनका सामना करेंगे आप। आपके पास दो रास्ते हैं, या तो आप हथियार डाल दीजिए और हार मान लीजिए, या आप उन चुनौतियों का सामना करिए, लड़िए और आगे बढ़िए। ठीक है।
यस सर।
तो कोई भी फिक्शन आप पढ़ती हैं, कोई भी स्टोरी पढ़ती हैं, उस स्टोरी से कुछ ना कुछ आपको सीख मिलती है।
यस सर।
तो जब आप फिक्शन ऑफ इंडियन डायस्पोरा की बात कर रही हैं, तो ये सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जो देश के बाहर गए, अलग कम्युनिटीज में रहे, वहां इनके जीवन में बहुत तरह की चुनौतियां आई। ठीक है। बट
Yes,
देन
sir.
दे फॉट and they overcame and they made something of their life.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the crux of the matter. Whatever literature you go through, literature teaches you the skills of life, literature teaches you the philosophy of life. ठीक है।
Yes, sir.
So how life has to be lived fully, how life has to be lived with let's say compassion, with confidence. You learn all these things. Okay. And this is
Yes,
also
sir.
true of the fiction of Indian diaspora. Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Hina. Yeah, anybody else who has any question? Yeah, Neelam?
Good
Yes.
morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Sir, I want to know about narrative techniques in Indian diasporic writing.
Okay. So, see, narrative technique, when you look at it, since this is, mostly based on memory and recollection. Fine. So, the narratives are mostly non-linear. Do you understand what is a linear narrative and what is a non-linear narrative, Neelam? A linear narrative is one in which there is logical progression of events. Let's say a child is born, then the child grows, then grows into manhood, then to old age, and so on. Fine. So the events take place chronologically. That is linear narrative. Non-linear narratives have long gaps and jumps, and all of us know that our memory does not follow any kind of chronological sequence. It is mostly fragmented. Fine. So the diasporic narratives mostly follow non-linear narratives. Why? Because they are based on memory and recollection. Fine. And you will also find that there are several narrative techniques at play. It can be a first person narrative in which the narrator talks about himself or herself. It can be a third person narrative in which, the omniscient, omnipresent author is the one who narrates the whole story. And it can be a combination of two, first person and third person narratives. And seldom you will find that narratives also progress through dialogues between some characters. But mostly it does not happen in fictional narratives. So, Neelam, did I answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Neelam. And Sudha has posted one question. Let me go through that. Good morning, sir. I just wanted to say thank you for your excellent lectures. I really appreciate the way you explain things clearly and make the subject interesting. Your teaching has helped me understand the material much better. Oh, so you have just appreciated. Uh, I'll be very happy, Sudha, if you have any questions. It feels good that you find my lectures interesting and um, clear in terms of what I explain. But I'll be very happy if it has also generated some kind of curiosity in you or other learners. Yes, please. Sudha, if you have any questions, please, you can type or you can ask. Goro Singh, Goro, if you have any questions. Yes, anybody else who has any questions? Ramakrishnan, did I answer your question? Okay, friends. So, if we don't have questions, yeah, Ramakrishnan outside Indian Institute of Technology, Madras. No, I mean, Indian Institute of Technology, Madras is one such place where you can go for research. But I said any university in India. You can research on Indian diaspora in any university in the country or any institute where you have humanities and social sciences departments. So there is no restriction as such. Fine. So any other question? If there are no questions, can we wind up the session? If you all agree? Yes, please.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Shobik. So thank you very much, all of you, for your wonderful questions and for this interaction session. In future, also we'll go for such live sessions. You may come up with your queries, and I'll be very happy to interact with you. So thank you very much, and wish you all the best. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Thank
professor.
you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, professor.